Hello students, welcome to Verma's Chemistry. In this video, I am going to tell you about inductive effect and its applications. What is inductive effect? The displacement of sigma electron pair in carbon chain due to attachment of electron withdrawing group or electron donating group to the carbon chain is called as inductive effect. I repeat, the displacement of sigma electron pair in carbon chain due to attachment of electron withdrawing group or electron donating group to the carbon chain is called as inductive effect. Suppose we have a group X attached to a carbon chain and consider that X is more electronegative group, and electronegativity is the tendency of attracting the bond pair of electrons towards itself. X is more electronegative group, so it has more tendency to attract the bond pair of electron towards it from carbon atom. So this bond pair of electron moves towards X. Because of coming of electron pair close to group X, it gets partial negative charge, and as that electron pair moving away from the carbon atom gets partial positive charge. So this kind of displacement of sigma electron pair towards any one of the group is called as inductive effect. And because of this displacement, the two different atoms of the compound got opposite charges. Even though they are partial charges, the two different atoms of the compound got opposite charges, which is called as polarity is induced to the compound. So there is polarization of sigma electron pair in the compound. So such kind of polarization is called as inductive effect. So inductive effect can also be called as polarization of sigma electron pair in a carbon chain due to attachment of an electron withdrawing group or electron donating group. Okay, this first carbon got partial positive charge now. So carbon atom with positive charge has more tendency to attract the bond pair of electron from another carbon atom which is not having any charge. So this partial positively charged carbon atom can attract the bond pair of electron from the second carbon atom. So this electron pair is moving away from the second carbon atom. So second carbon atom also gets partial positive charge. From second carbon to third carbon, between these two, second and third carbons, second carbon got partial positive charge. So the electron pair between second and third carbon also moves towards second carbon. Because of this, this third carbon also gets partial positive charge. So the charges on these carbon atoms gets reduced when we move away from this high electronegative atom. First carbon got more partial positive charge than second carbon, and third carbon atom got less positive charge, less partial positive charge than second and first carbon atoms. So when you move away from the group, the partial positive charges on the carbon atoms decreases, means the influence of inductive effect vanishes. It gets negligible after the third carbon. And this inductive effect is a permanent effect, because as long as the group X is bonded to carbon chain, there will be influence of inductive effect in that group. So inductive effect is a permanent effect. Because of presence of this high electronegative group X bonded to carbon atom, carbon atom is getting partial positive charge, halogen atom is getting partial negative charge. So carbon is becoming electrophilic in nature, so nucleophile can come and attack on this carbon atom. So this inductive effect influences reactivity of the compound also. An inductive effect is of two types: negative inductive effect, which is called as minus I effect, and positive inductive effect, which is also called as plus I effect. What is negative inductive effect? Inductive effect due to the attachment of electron withdrawing group to the carbon chain, which develops positive charge on the carbon chain, is called as negative inductive effect. Due to attachment of electron withdrawing group to the carbon chain, which develops positive charge on the carbon chain, is called as negative inductive effect. For example, there is chlorine atom bonded to carbon chain. Chlorine is high electronegative atom, so it gets partial negative charge by withdrawing that electron pair from the carbon chain. Because of withdrawing this electron pair from carbon, carbon will get partial positive charge, and this partial positive charged carbon atom has more tendency of attracting a bond pair of electrons from the next carbon atom, from the second carbon atom. So this bond pair present in between first and second carbon atom also moves towards first carbon away from the second carbon. So second carbon gets partial positive charge. So because of attachment of chlorine, which is high electronegative atom, acts as electron withdrawing group, the carbon atoms in carbon chain are getting positive charge. So such kind of inductive effect is called as negative inductive effect. And there are groups which acts as electron withdrawing groups. Here some of the electron withdrawing groups have been given, in which Nr3 plus nitrogen atom got positive charge, is the strongest electron withdrawing group. After that, NO2, Cn, SO3H sulfonic acid group, next carboxylic acid group COOH, next fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, next alkoxy group, hydroxy group, next amine, after that phenyl group. This is the order of strength of electron withdrawing groups. Nr3 plus is the strongest electron withdrawing group. Next come to positive inductive effect, which is also called as plus I effect. Due to attachment of electron donating group to the carbon chain, which develops negative charge on the carbon chain, then that particular inductive effect is called as positive inductive effect. Due to attachment of electron donating group to the carbon chain, which develops negative charge on the carbon chain, is called as positive inductive effect. For example, there is a group Y bonded to carbon chain and it has a tendency of donating electrons. Then from Y to carbon there will be donation of electrons. So Y gets partial positive charge now as the electron pair is moving away from Y, and carbon gets partial negative charge as that electron pair is moving towards the carbon atom, first carbon atom. Now second carbon has tendency of attracting electron pair from negatively charged carbon. So that electron pair present in between first and second carbon atoms moves towards second carbon. So second carbon gets partial positive charge, partial negative charge. So that partial negative charge is less than the negative charge we have on first carbon atom. In the same way, there will be polarization of sigma bond towards the carbon atoms into the carbon chain. So third carbon atom also gets partial negative charge which is less than the negative charge present on second and first carbon atoms. So this kind of inductive effect developed due to attachment of electron donating group to the carbon chain is called as positive inductive effect. And we have some of the electron donating groups like this. Alkyl groups like methyl, ethyl, propyl, all of them are electron donating groups. This is secondary alkyl group, tertiary alkyl group. All alkyl groups are electron donating groups. Even O minus group is also electron donating group, and this is the increasing order of strength of electron donating groups. And come to applications of inductive effect. There are 4 important applications of inductive effect. One is inductive effect influences the stability of carbonium ions, stability of carbon ions, acidic strength of the acids, and basic strength of the bases. And let us see how this inductive effect influences the stability of carbonium ions. Here we got 4 carbonium ions, alkyl carbonium ions, in which methyl carbonium ion is primary carbonium ion, ethyl carbonium ion is also primary, ethyl carbonium ion is also primary, isopropyl carbonium ion is secondary carbonium ion, and this is tertiary butyl carbonium ion. Methyl carbonium ion has positive charge on carbon atom to which no other carbon atoms are bonded, so it is primary. And ethyl carbonium ion has positive charge on carbon atom to which one other carbon atom is bonded, so it is primary. And this isopropyl carbonium ion got positive charge on carbon atom to which 2 other carbon atoms are bonded, so secondary. And here to the carbon atom with positive charge there are 3 other carbons are bonded, so this is tertiary. And order of stability of carbonium ions is tertiary is more stable than, secondary is more stable than primary. And this can be explained using inductive effect. Ions are reactive because of presence of charge. And if the charge on the ion is more, then it is more reactive. If the charge on the ion is less, then its reactivity decreases and stability increases. When we compare ethyl carbonium ion with methyl carbonium ion, here there is a methyl group bonded to positive charged carbon, and methyl group is electron donating group as per inductive effect. So it donates the electron pair to positive charged carbon, and because of that the positive charge on this carbon atom will be reduced. In the same way, when you come to this secondary carbonium ion, there are 2 alkyl groups, 2 methyl groups bonded to positive charged carbon, and both of them are electron donating groups. So 2 electron pairs are coming close to positive charged carbon. Electrons are negatively charged, and when they are coming towards the positive charge, the magnitude of positive charge decreases. 2 electron pairs are coming towards the positive charged carbon, which reduces the positive charge to more extent. So secondary carbonium ion is becoming more stable than primary carbonium ion. And when you come to tertiary carbonium ion, there are 3 methyl groups bonded to positive charged carbon, and all the 3 groups are electron donating groups. So 3 electron pairs are coming close to positive charged carbon, which reduces the positive charge on the carbon atom to more extent. So positive charge on carbon atom is becoming very less in tertiary carbonium ion. So based on this, we can say that tertiary carbonium ion is more stable than secondary carbonium ion, which is more stable than primary carbonium ion. In the same way, when we come to stability of carbene ions, methyl carbene ion is primary, ethyl carbene ion is also primary, isopropyl carbene ion is secondary, and tertiary butyl carbene ion is tertiary carbene ion. Now compare this methyl carbene ion and ethyl carbene ion. Negative charges are present on the carbon atoms. But in ethyl carbene ion, there is a methyl group bonded to carbon with negative charge. And methyl group is electron donating group. So one electron pair is coming close to negative charged carbon. This carbon already has negative charge and one more electron pair is coming towards the carbon. So which increases the negative charge on the carbon atom. If charge on the atom or the charge on the ion increases, then its reactivity increases, stability decreases. So this ethyl carbene ion is less stable than methyl carbene ion. In the same way, when you come to secondary carbene ion, to the carbon atom containing negative charge, you have two methyl groups bonded, and methyl group is a electron donating group. That's why two electron pairs are coming close to this negative charged carbon. Because of that, the negative charge on the carbon atom increases to more extent, which reduces the stability. In the same way, tertiary carbon, three alkyl groups are bonded to negative charged carbon. Three electron pairs are coming close to negative charged carbon, which increases the charge on the carbon atom. So it becomes less stable. So as per this, we can say that the order of stability of carbene ions is primary is more stable than secondary, and it is more stable than tertiary carbene ions. Inductive effect influences acidic strength. Acid is that substance which releases H plus ions. Let us take a carboxylic acid, COOH group. In this group, hydrogen atom is bonded to oxygen, and this hydrogen can become H plus ion if this electron pair present in between oxygen and hydrogen moves towards the oxygen and away from the hydrogen atom. It means the electron pair which is present between this oxygen and hydrogen should be withdrawn from hydrogen. So if you have an electron withdrawing group bonded to this COOH, then the acidic strength increases. Electron withdrawing groups increase acidic strength, and electron donating groups decreases acidic strength. So for example, if you have formic acid HCOOH and acetic acid CH3COOH, in this acetic acid CH3 group, which is electron donating group, is bonded to carboxylic group, and in formic acid hydrogen, it is not electron donating, not electron withdrawing group. and attachment of electron donating group to COOH group decreases acidic strength. So formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. CH3 CHCl COOH. Let us consider this as first compound. Cl CH2 CH2 COOH, second compound. So if you compare the acidic strength of these two compounds, you got chlorine atom, electron withdrawing group in both the compounds, but in first compound this chlorine atom, which is electron withdrawing, is close to COOH group than in second compound. So if the electron withdrawing groups are more close to the carboxylic acid group, then that compound is more acidic. So compound 1 is more acidic than compound 2. Basic strength of the amines can be explained on the basis of inductive effect. Amines are Lewis bases because of presence of lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom, and basic strength of Lewis bases depends on the tendency of those compounds to donate the electron pair to the other compounds. Here we have ammonia, methylamine and aniline. When you compare this methylamine with ammonia, it has methyl group, which is a electron donating group bonded to nitrogen. So methyl group donates electron pair towards nitrogen. So nitrogen is becoming electron rich, and electron rich atoms can only donate the electron pairs. So nitrogen in methylamine can donate the electron pair easily than the nitrogen atom present in ammonia, because nitrogen atom in methylamine is more rich in terms of electrons than nitrogen in ammonia. So this second compound is more basic than the first compound. And when you come to aniline, in aniline this NH2 group is bonded to phenyl group, and phenyl group is a electron withdrawing group. So as the electrons are withdrawn from nitrogen, nitrogen is becoming electron deficient, and electron deficient atoms cannot donate the electron pairs to other compounds easily. So because of that, this aniline is becoming less basic than ammonia. So the order of basic strength of these three compounds is aniline is weak base, then ammonia, which is weak base, then methylamine. This is all about inductive effect. Thank you for watching this video.